At Loc-Doc Security, our mission is to help you protect your people and your property. And today we're going to be answering the question, how do I unlock the door from my desk?
Exactly.
I mean, that seems like a very practical thing that you would want to do, because why would you want to get up?
Exactly. Why get up when you don't have to?
Why do I need to get up? All right, so a matter of convenience, Eric is here with me today. We're going to be answering the question, how can I unlock my door from my desk? This is something that people ask you regularly.
It is. Yeah, we get requests for this all the time. So basically, it's a storefront generally, any type of office building where there's a front desk secretary and they say, hey, I want my door to remain locked during the day for security reasons. I don't want people being able to walk in off the street that we don't know, who we're not expecting. But we want to be able to leave that door locked and then release it when someone comes to the door that we want to allow inside.
So somebody walks up to the door and I'm sitting here typing away and I've got to get up, push away from my desk, get up, walk around, open the door.
Yep. Each and every time.
Every time.
Who knows? That could be 5 times a day. It could be 50.
Yep.
Either way, that's a really good capability to have that ability to unlock the door from the desk.
All right, so I'm a receptionist. I'm sitting at the front counter, and the door is locked, obviously, for security reasons. I need to be able to do that. So what are some other reasons that somebody would want to do this?
Gosh, there's a lot of reasons. I mean, basically, it's a convenience thing, right?
Yep.
So we want to be able to unlock the door from the desk without getting up. Security is a main factor. So basically, if you're in an area where there's a lot of foot traffic outside, there's people walking by the door back and forth, you don't want those people to be poking their head in.
Sure.
You don't know what intentions they have. So it really comes down to a security thing.
Okay, so what do we do about it?
So we can install a system that we call a door release. Okay. So basically it is powered by a power supply. Mm-hmm. There's wires that go to the door. And in the past we've looked at mag locks and electric strikes.
Okay.
So basically those are the latching mechanisms of the door.
In other videos you're talking about.
Exactly, yeah. So in past videos we've looked at that before. We've seen them on the table, seen them, seen how they work and everything. So basically the power supply runs wires to the door and runs those latching mechanisms. And then we provide an either wired or a wireless button. So, the receptionist or front desk associate can walk around with that button and they can release that door with that button. Pretty simple.
All right, so I've got one of these on my desk. It's got a little number 1 on it and a number 2 on it. And if somebody's at the door, I can hit it and it just unlocks the door, so I don't have to get up there. So people knock on it, it makes it easy.
Yep.
I guess a big thing for that is really giving the ability where you don't have to be interrupted on a regular basis, but it also gives you the freedom if you are up and walking around, especially on the wireless. If you are up and walking around, you can keep it in your pocket. You can have it on a keychain or something like that and easily release those. Now, a lot of people will refer to these as a door buzzer.
Yes.
What is this the same thing as a door buzzer? Ultimately, what they're trying to do is buzz the door open.
Yeah, so basically it is, yeah. So there's a little bit of a difference. A door buzzer can also be associated with a door bell. So if someone on the outside wants to come up and there's a button on the outside they can touch, it'll buzz the inside to let that receptionist know there's someone at the door. But the back-end system that we're referring to, the door release, is an entirely separate system. So sometimes the verbiage is mixed up a little bit, but they are two separate systems.
So a couple of scenarios that I have heard about this being really done well is maybe there's a doctor's office and there's a waiting room. So people come into the waiting room kind of free flow, and then they'll meet with the receptionist up front or the check-in person, and then the doors going back to the exam rooms are typically locked. And so somebody has to get up and open those doors all the time for the patients to come in and out. Connecting a release button there is great.
Yep.
Like you said, an office facility or a storefront where somebody is sitting inside, but they want it to be locked all the time, so traffic can't just come in freewheeling. And then other applications may be for delivery.
Exactly.
Somebody coming in and needing to come in the back door for deliveries and being able to release it that way. So a lot of different functionality. So what are the limitations? Where can you not put a door release like this?
Oh, gosh. I don't know. What do you think?
I think that there's not, it's really the only place that you wouldn't want to put this is somewhere where you don't need to be able to easily open the door for somebody.
Exactly, yeah.
There's so many different applications. It could be, a door on the other side of the building, maybe an entry for delivery drivers or truck drivers or guests to come in. Like there's so many different applications. As long as the electronic components are there, they can release the door.
Exactly. Yep. And one good thing to mention too about you mentioned having a key fob, a wireless key fob with two buttons on it. So that's a capability too, where there are one button transmitters, there are two buttons. So if going back to your scenario in the doctor's office, let's say there's a main lobby and then there's two entrances into the back area of the doctor's office, we can actually have the same system tied into both doors. So you have one key fob with two buttons. If you want to allow someone into door 1 or door 2, you just hit that corresponding button.
So what if there's 2 or 3 different receptionists there? Do they all have to use the same button, or can they have multiple buttons?
No, absolutely not. So we can give out 4 separate buttons for 4 separate people that are all programmed to the respectable doors.
Very cool. All right. Well, this is very cool. This is something I think that it's overlooked a lot, but it gives a lot of functionality to people. And once they have it, it's like, oh man, this is...
Yeah, it's a huge relief. Yeah.
This is reduces a lot of disruptions throughout my day.
Absolutely.
Very cool. So we obviously have more information on this, maybe some other practical applications, but if you're looking for a door release, oftentimes a door buzzer, and like Eric said, sometimes people will use the term door buzzer in the same association for a doorbell or also a door release. So if you're looking for more information on that, you can read the information below, or you can click the link to get in contact with us to schedule a time that we can come out and see exactly what solution is going to work for you the best. And as always, you can give us a call and we'll be happy to chat with you further on that. Thank you for joining us today, and we look forward to seeing you next time.